Hey there, welcome to the part two of our arcs video where I'm continuing with the animation fundamentals. You've seen part one where I'm actually analyzing the arc principle. Now we're in part two where I go into Maya and with a bouncing ball, I create a very small animation applying the 12 principles with a squash, stretch, timing, spacing, so the ball is creating the arcs that we want. Let's jump into Maya now. So we're now in the Maya demo where I will show you guys a very simple bouncing ball. I've created a little football over here. What I'll do is I'll just make the football bounce on top of this cube and I will just show you how to create nice arcs on the way up, especially like throughout the shots where the character or the ball is going on top of this on this cube that I've created. So let's get started. So okay, frame one, I want my character to be here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play. Anticipation jumps up, stops. So let's say 60. I'm just completely guessing off the top of my head. There's no reference. But for this exercise, I just want to show you guys, the character moving from here to here. I'm already in step mode. So let's just say I'm around here. Anticipation. So around there, maybe the character's there. So he stays still or it stays still. Around here, there's an anticipation. I'll put a key. Boing jumps up. Let's say around here, it's up there. I'm kind of guesstimating just by playing this. Let's do 60, drop our frame range down. I'll try to do this pretty quickly as well, so we don't take too long. Boing, and then it comes down. So what I'll do is I'll put some keys in here. So I want to stay, so let's do this. Let's have just want to squash the ball a little bit for the anticipation. So when it goes down, want an anticipation, it goes from there, or it goes from there to here. I just want to make sure that it's squashing down, but also rotating towards the direction it's going to jump in this way. So my intention is this. So let's do this quickly for you guys, just so you can see what's going on in my head. The ball goes down a little bit, squashes a little bit, and then boing. That's kind of what I have. And rather than doing this, we don't go straight through there, or we will hit this cube. You don't want to go straight up. You want to add this nice arc, bounce, 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 stop. Or maybe I could just do one. We'll see how far we get. Okay, so we have the anticipation, and maybe I could just hold the antic there for a second. We could have one where it goes down, and the same one just easing in, where it's the same thing. Whoops. Just a little bit more. There, squash it just a little bit more as well. Bring down. And a little bit of rotation. Just a little bit, not too much. That's a bit much. There, there. Cool. And then from there onwards, I want this ball to bounce up. There. So what we could do is I want the opposite thing happening this time. So I want to make sure that the root is still around here. A little bit more rotation. And then when it does go up, let's put some keys around here. I'm just going to put them around here, nothing specific. Then it bounces down. Boing. Goes up. Bounces back down. Maybe, maybe not. Around there. So let's see. When he goes up, look, he just goes straight up. We need to continue that trajectory going this way. And I would be tempted to stretch this a little bit more, especially here. just to say that, you know, as he comes out of this, I'm going to really push that pose. I'm going to go into object mode so I can just pull this out into the direction it's going. Okay. And as I'm doing this, I'm creating that arc that I just showed you guys. I'm making sure that it travels with this curve. That's too much. So what I'll do here is I'll add a little bit of that. So it's not stretching as much. It's starting to come off that stretch a little bit. Not fully coming out of it just yet. And this over here, I would favor this side a little bit more. There. That's too quick. It comes down too quick. I want to delay the hang time in the air. So once it comes over here, rotate, move, something like that. Boing, boing. You have to make the sound effects. Boing, boing. And then a final one. Just doesn't feel right if you don't do the sound effects. Okay, it's probably not going to look great on my first pass, but it's going to give me an idea of what it looks like. Okay, boing. I want there to be a bit of stretch when it's coming down. I don't want it to just come down like a flat ball. And even though I have a soccer texture or a football texture, it's not behaving like a football. I've got that squash and stretch going on there because that is just more fun. Why not? Pulling these guys forward so I can have a squash here. So a quick way of doing that would be, let's go to 1587. So I'll go over here when it contacts. 1587, 1587. There we go. 0. Cool. Just bring it back to its neutral pose. There, so I can land it. The first one, I would like to have a bit of a squash. Just a little bit, not like how we had it before. And then when it comes up, I want to start to reduce and get away from that squash. Like, because obviously, well, not obviously, but I want it to have less of a squash because the force of it dropping is becoming less and less, like less impactful. So the height that it's being pushed out of is not so great now. That way, it's not going to have that much of an effect on the actual shape of the ball. Okay, let's do this. See, as I'm doing that, I'm making sure I'm looking at the arcs as well. From here onwards, I don't want to do any more squashing and stretching. There, too far. Boing. So we have 1, 2, last one here. Okay, so let's play what this looks like, and then we can take it from there onwards. Do a little save so it doesn't crash. Always save your shot, guys. Let's do, yep, okay. So it doesn't look too bad. I have my anticipation just before the jump, and overall my arcs aren't looking too bad. It's just the time it takes the character or the ball to go up can be a little bit more sharper, but all in all, it's not too bad. So let's just quickly take a look at our arcs. If you have Anim Tools, which is this script paid premium tool set, if you click this guy, so select the object you want, click this guy. So over here, I can see exactly the path the ball is taking. So you see how it goes forward a little bit and then slightly back and then forward again? We can make that, we can make that better like this. There we go. See that change that I've just done there? Yes, I might need to fix the rotation a little bit so that the base feels like it's coming from the same place. But you want the trajectory because look, it goes up and then all of a sudden right. I'm gonna make sure we pull this here a bit more. So it's curving more into that little area there. Seeing that what I'm doing around there? I'm really trying to create that curve. And then it bounces. That's going too far. Cool. Let's take a look at this. I just took a quick pass at the arcs, and you could see it was kind of a bit like it was going forward, slightly back, forward again. It wasn't too bad, but it didn't have nice clear arcs. And just me spending a few minutes there, I've been able to just adjust that quite quickly. So let's take a look at this. Boing. Yeah, springs up and then there's a little bounce. Let's put this into, let's see. Yeah, I think these frames, especially this one over here, we can pull this back. There's too much time around here. That might help. Feels like it takes a little while to do that. Let's see what this one looks like. And even on the jumps, I'm still creating that rainbow-like arc for the path of the ball. There you go, guys. Jump, boing, 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 stops. So hopefully you found that useful. Yeah, make sure you try to add arcs in your animation. We always move in a very organic way, so you'd always be having ups, downs, left and rights, and the combination of these help you create these nice smooth arcs throughout your shot. So if you look at my character, he's doing this. It's not going up and down. You want to make sure you create these arcs. Even when he goes up and down and it's slowing down, think of it like hilltops and little rainbows and stuff like that. So cool. Hope you found this helpful, and yeah, make sure you have arcs in your shots. So that was from Animation Basics for Arcs. Hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe, like, share, and more videos coming in the channel. Thank you, guys.